ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Today my topic is on the focus on the spirit epistemology in the adult education. So as we know, the democracy is the only educational option today's society for teaching children and men and women according to English and Gideon in 2000. For example, number 1, you teaching children as a symbol of society. Number 2, teaching men and women preparing for the factory jobs on the assembly line or for soldiering. And number 3, teaching men and women like preparing them for government jobs in the church or the media, in healthcare or international development. Okay. Now, the 21st century education focuses on creative. So, how to become critical thinker who feel confident that their suggestions be heard. According to English on Gideon in 2000, quote, "Unless we teach one another as spiritual human beings, we will continue to feed a domination system that will be our death." So I divided this topic into 4 sections. The first section is about teaching is an act of spirituality. Okay, Vogel in 2000 emphasized that teaching is involved in the whole persons who reckon with their spirituality becomes an act of caring. So it is a mystery covering both heart and mind in the educators and with themselves. So spirit epistemology invites attributes of just and compassionate way of being in the world. So horizons expand and all are invited to share in the benefits of educating and learning. So these are the spirit epistemology that invite, engage and challenge learners. What are they? So number 1 is the goodness. Number 2 is attentive to listening. Number 3 is choosing to respond so that group explores further, extends beyond or push deeper. Number 4, to creative ideas of how to resolve with life's complexities. Okay? So to achieve this, Vogel suggested using art, drama, and music to foster and connect the effective and cognitive responses. So English in 2000 suggests adult educators need to be informed of how to tap the spiritual dimensions of practices in their lives and in their practices. So that is how to relax and being in the world. Alright, the second section of the topic is how to covenants related to the spirit epistemology. So according to Wickett 2000, covenants have a nature of embodying with spiritual connection. For example, one incorporate the spiritual dimension of both parties. Number 2, incorporate the spiritual dimension that goes beyond the parties that involve in the learning. Number 3, the adult educators need to create space for the learner that fosters learning and spiritual growth. And number 4, when bound by the covenants, the students need several days to get used to the learning. And number 5, the spiritual requires time to nurture. Alright, now come to my third section of this topic is about the native ways of knowing as the root of spirit epistemology strategies by O in 2000. They are number 1, attending to the physical environment. And number 2, the physical space of the classroom. Okay, number 3 is the ecological worldviews. And number 4 is the story circles. Number 5, including the elders. And number 6, the talking circle. Alright, now by applying our spirit epistemology strategies, the adults can, number 1, to address the complexity of the world in which the native students live. And number 2, come to recognize the spiritual purpose for being or for strategies applies to both native and non-native students. That is applied to all 2000. Okay. Now number 3 is learn the ways of being that honor and respect one another and all living things. Okay, the 4th section of my topic is about how does critical reflection in the spiritual sense further foster adult learning. So Loyola Institute for Ministry Extension, abbreviation LIMEX, studied that critical thinking used in learning community can model for participants in relationship with others and with all of the creation that can foster a relationship with the divine. So Fraser in 1997 cited by Zepp in 2000 quote, only when new constant viewpoints are put in dialogue with the person's experience will transformative take place as educational outcomes. Okay. In conclusion, today we have learned how adult educators need to look for insights into their experience and in themselves. And this way, they can create meanings for themselves in what they are going to convey to the students. Also, we learned that spirit epistemology can bring light to professional practice. And also we learn the success of an adult educator based on how he interprets himself as who am I, who I am. And also we learn that this kind of self-examination is termed spiritual. Also we learn being spiritual, he can integrate his personal self with the work and ultimately contribute to being an efficient educators. And also we learned the spiritual epistemology makes sense with any dimension of adult educators and culture. Okay. Now that concludes my today's topic on the focus of the spirit epistemology on for the adult education. And my next topic will be the transition to adulthood. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening and goodbye.